Hi, my name is John, and today I'd like to show you a new way to build the ultimate sandcastle. You start by digging a hole and building yourself a basic sand foundation. We're going to start with a basic foundation padded smooth, and then our secret weapon is a 5-gallon bucket with the bottom cut out. Put that right on top and fill this up. Fill the bucket with a mixture of sand and water, stirring regularly to get a good solid mix. Now the secret to this is that by adding water and sand and letting the water drain out, the sand particles are going to lock together, which means when it comes time for the big reveal, you can lift this bucket right off, and you've got a wide, solid base for your inner tower. Take a second bucket, this one with a bottom, and fill it with a mix of sand and water. Pull out the wet sand in great big double handfuls and slap it on top of your tower. Don't pat this sand cake. Just shape it and jiggle it a little bit. This will help the excess water flow out, which allows the sand grains to really lock together. You have to repeat this quite a few times, as each individual cake only adds about 1 inch to your tower's height. But the added stability of this method allows your tower to climb to some truly impressive heights. When your tower is as tall as you dare build it, smooth down the sides to give it a more polished look. Once you got your main tower built, you can build smaller towers on the side to add a little bit of extra interest. You may even want to experiment by adding a bridge or two. Once you have your towers constructed, it's time to start carving. My secret weapons, as you can see here, are an old credit card and a concrete trowel. As you carve, you'll learn just how much overhang the sand you're using will allow. Coarse sand doesn't work so well, but the sand at my favorite beach is fairly fine-grained, so I can get away with a bit of overhang. But be careful, if you go too far, well, sandcastles are an ephemeral art form anyway. Moving on to the outer walls of your ultimate sandcastle, the wide towers are constructed just as the base of the taller central tower. And the same technique can be used to form tall, thin walls between them. Instead of pancakes, you'll form wet sand bricks. Using a large trowel, carve away the tops and rough edges, and you're left with thin, graceful walls. The towers of your outer wall are strong enough to allow for taller secondary towers to be built on top. Of course, no castle is complete without battlements. These can be easily constructed using the same wet sand technique. You simply slap a single pancake down and carve it into small squares. That each can be lifted into place using a small shovel or trowel. Then all you need to do is carve a few finishing touches like windows and crests. And there you have it. A couple of simple techniques. One of the greatest sand castles you could ever hope to build. Thanks for watching.